Good.
Solid practice today. I think it's important that we got to keep improving. Did some good things against Vandy. I think much has been made about Patrick. If he plays bad and completes 23 or 30 every game, we'll be all right. Now he's got to hold on the ball better and some of those things. But I think, I think a little much has been made of his decline. Maybe played one bad quarter. After that, I thought he played pretty solid football. Got a good football team rolling in here on Saturday night. It'll be a hungry football team. I'm impressed, really impressed with what they did on Saturday night. I watched the TV, I watched it live, and then watching it on coach's film. They held a very good Missouri offense to a ballpark 280 yards. 150 passing, 130 rushing. Very impressive. They've gotten better. I think they've been maligned over that first game. In Texas A&M, the wideouts they roll out there are as good as anybody in the country. And then if you look at it, they played East Carolina, who I think is one of the best offenses in the country, and they did a good job defensively against them. They played Georgia, who I think is as talented and as good on offense as anybody in the country as well, and they held them to a low total yardage number. And then talked about last week's performance. So this is a group that's getting better. They've got a D tackle that played really well against us last year, 97, Surratt. He causes some chaos in the middle. It'll be a good challenge, especially for our young interior guys. I think the linebacker, Sky Moore, who really started playing against us last year and then went on, I think he was their leading tackler. He's a kid that we tried to recruit here when we first got here. He's a true sophomore, really athletic, makes a lot of plays. Probably their best blitzer has created some pressures when they send him on blitzes. And then in the secondary, they're getting better. They're young, very similar to what we are at wideout. They're playing some true freshmen back there, and I think they had some growing pains early, but I thought they played really solid. I get some really good players with Missouri's receivers. So with that, any questions? Not going to talk about Coach Stoops is handling everything to do with the suspensions or whatever, so don't waste your time asking about that. Didn't affect our game plan. I know that'll be a question. It happened early enough in the week where I really start settling on things Monday afternoon and then on into Tuesday morning. So questions about South Carolina?
After looking at the tape with Patrick, could you pinpoint why the ball was slipping out of his hands?
No, I think he overgrips the ball some. I think he talked about that with you all after the game. And I think he started thinking about it a little bit. And I think those were the major issues. One of them was a fundamental mistake. The first one that happened, I think, on our second drive, he had the ball down low and had it one-handed, and that was a fundamental mistake. The rest of them, I think, are just a cause for over-gripping, and that's something we worked on quite a bit yesterday.
Where are you with West and Mosier? Are they back today?
West practiced today. Mosier will practice tomorrow. I think hopeful they're going to be available for the game. We'll see. Both kind of some finicky injuries. West is the first time in my career dealing with something like that. So, but hopeful both of them will be back.